My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Mayegun don't come, oh yo yo. Mayegun the command of the masses, oh yo yo. Mayegun don't come, oh yo yo. Mayegun the political, oh yo yo. Mayegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not day of in mind, oh yo yo. Mayegun don't come, oh yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Mayegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Mayegun diary, he dey hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Mayegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh yo yo. Mayegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make you shout, oh yo yo. Mayegun don't come, oh yo yo. Mayegun the command of the masses, oh yo. Mayegun don't come, oh yo yo. Mayegun the political, oh yo. Mayegun la wa mo, la mo do 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 do.
Hello there.
Mayegun la wa mo, la mo do 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 do. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube.
Good morning to you, good afternoon to you, and good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. It is Mayegun Live.
What did you say?
Thank you very much for joining me tonight. Please, if you can hear me loud and clear, let me know. If the picture is manageably okay, let me know as well. Then read the caption of this broadcast, the description of the broadcast, hear the broadcast, invite your friends, invite your not so friendly friends, and tell them that Mayegun today. This is our maiden broadcast from the studio to the world. First broadcast tonight. So thank you so much for being part of it. I mean, all of you who supported Mayegun when this used to be a dream. Now it is a reality. We are living it now. Hear this broadcast. So good morning to you once again, good afternoon to you, and good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. It is Mayegun Live. And thank you very much. Somebody said that today is 26th. I think I'm already living in the ahead of time. Sorry about that. I'll fix that. I'm sorry. So yes, if you have read the caption of the broadcast, okay, that means you have digested what we want to talk about tonight. So thank you. So I'm fixing that. It's fixed. Thank you. So, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was brought to court today. And I think, as majority of us have suspected, Tifnumbu's government is looking for a face-saving sort of a process where it won't look like it was a pure waste of time. And in fact, they have committed a crime against the innocent man they locked up for no reason. So to make it look like, well, it is still pretty much the court case, then the court is going to grant him bail, and then that will kind of be a sort of a leech on him and all of that stuff, right? So it seems it is playing itself out now. Tifnumbu has appointed a different lawyer to begin to undo Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case, which is like Nigeria versus federal government versus Kanu. So today in court, after the 15th of December, when the Supreme Court said, like you watched the last time, right? The Supreme Court of Nigeria concluded that his kidnapping from Kenya was illegal. His, what do you call it? The revocation of his bail at the time was also not right. However, instead of them throwing the entire nonsense out, they sent it back to the High Court. Now, they now said the High Court had to reinstate his bail. The same bail they gave him, and they decided to kill him. Remember? So that kind of process is what they are now plotting now. So it's going to look like, okay, yeah, the court has granted him bail and all that, right? Let me take you to court. For those of you who have already joined us, okay? Let's start from there. Today in court.
Madam, you're closing our camera.
Do you want to do something now? Is there anybody? There's nobody that is coming now. I'm not doing anything now.
So, I said, now, so.
So that's the part I actually love, where, traditional chiefs, cleric from that part of, from Biafra, you will say, and then, family members as well. And it kind of looked well. You know what I mean? Like, it didn't look, it looked better than the last time we saw him. When they said that he was being locked in their solitary confinement, denied access to his medication, access to his own doctor, access to his own prayer materials and all that. When they said they were psychologically torturing him at the time. So he looked emaciated or so. But now it kind of looks better. Yes, March may sound a longer way, you would say, but it's pretty much like probably 4 weeks away. So here is what his lawyer said after that sitting, by the way.
Well, it was tough. There are a lot of issues that arose today that are unexpected, but I'm satisfied the way we address those issues on the spot. A little disappointment remains that the court could not do a bench ruling on the bail application today. See, our client here has been detained for almost 5 years, counting to when he was detained from 2015 to today. So each extra day he remains in detention is a blight on his right to his liberty. So every lawyer should fight to have him enjoy his bail, be granted bail, so he can enjoy some freedom from this almost 5 years of detention and almost 7 years of being in exile. 3 weeks is not too much, but I would have preferred a bench ruling today.
But so far today, the court gave some orders in favor of your client with regards to his change of attire.
Yes.
Which has been wearing since 2021. That is a step in the right direction. How do you react to that?
Well, it is, even though it detracted from him having to wear his traditional clothing. A little bit of victory there is something to be happy about. So at least he can have a change of clothing since he was renditioned in 2021. So we're happy about it.
Last,
So what was it?
I want to know the reason behind the change of counsel. Is there a reason behind that? Because Michael Zekome...
There's only one reason. Every client, everywhere in the world, has a right to change his counsel. Anytime. I may not be the one here on 19th March. By the grace of God, I hope I will be, but it may not be me. That is the right. Clients do have under the law to change their counsel.
So as you prepare for trial, sir, on the 19th, what's your position on the 7 counts that he's going to be facing before this court?
We've always been ready for trial, but as my lord stated, trial is not for us to conduct. It's for the prosecution to conduct. Ours is to do cross-examination and put our defense at the end of the trial. We're ready.
Thank you very much.
The bail application is not meant to delay trial, as the prosecution suggested.
So let me give you the backstory, just to have the understanding of what really went down there today. So what they have done is that you see all those hide and seek for all these years that they have accused him and, locked him up, they have not been able to actually bring any single evidence against him because they have none. What they really wanted is to possibly kill him or lock him away so that the yearning for Biafra referendum and all of this, and then a couple with the generational hatred towards the Igbos, especially by the people that were in government when they kidnapped him, Bokuwari, Malamu, and the rest of them. There was no evidence of anything that he committed any crime. Okay, so they just wanted to lock him away. And their tactic usually is to postpone and postpone and postpone, or not sitting for the trial per se, because the intention is not to try him. The intention is to kill him or lock him away. Now that they have no control over that, Nnamdi is finding a sort of a less shameful way of getting out of this, because the last ruling was that Nigeria must return Nnamdi Kanu back to Kenya. Nigeria must pay Nnamdi Kanu over 10 billion naira in damages. Yeah. Then if Nigeria have a case against him, they will then have to go through the proper channel in Kenya or any country they want to extradite him from. Once that is done, that is when they can now bring him to Nigeria court. That was the ruling. And that was what the Supreme Court and the rest of them are trying to sort of push around, and end up being like, they didn't lose anyway. Do you understand that? No, we are not losing. We are still in control of it, even though all we are doing remains illegal. So what they have now done is, they won't be having delayed or unnecessary postponement, okay? However, Nnamdi, who appointed another lawyer representing Nigeria, Nnamdi Kanu even tried to greet him in court today. It was like, hello? And he was like, no, like that. So what they went to do today at the High Court is that we want to, to submit his bail application. Say, okay, yeah, we want to apply for his bail. According to the Supreme Court, he already got a bail from this court that the junta in Nigeria couldn't wait for him to have his day in court. Rather, they would rather kill him. So we want to reactivate that. Normally, that action should have been taken just right there, like yes or no, just there. But you know them. They want it to look legit. They want it to look like it's a process. Don't rush us. Anyway, they have postponed that to the 19th of March, which is next month. And we are just 2 days, and that's 21 days away, I think. Right? 3 weeks. Good. So whatever arrangement they're going to come up with, right, we are not sure yet. But, the point is they are trying to kind of, like I said, to kind of have their way. So inside the court and outside the court, Showore was outside, and he had this to say.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sowore.
Thank you.
You are not an Igbo. You are not from South, but I can see how the way you come out for your friend, Nnamdi Kanu. Can you tell us, throw more light?
You see, all of us are human beings before we are Igbos, Hausa, or Yorubas. Sometimes we even change our citizenship. Okay. Some become Americans, British, or Briton. It doesn't matter where you come from. The color of injustice is one. All of us have a blood running in our veins, the same blood. Our hair grows the same way, we eat almost the same kind of food. We just have a difference in our tongue. So the fact that I'm not Igbo, who told you I'm not Igbo, by the way? Doesn't mean that I cannot fight for an Igbo when an injustice is done to an Igbo. Because when they are done with all the Igbos, they will come for the Yorubas. When they are done with Yorubas, they will go for these judges. When they are done with all the big tribes, they will start coming from small tribes. There is nobody in Nigeria who can tell me that his ethnicity prevented him or protected him from hunger and starvation. None. As we are speaking, we are all going to the same market. We are suffering the same way. We are collecting the same salary. We are living in this hellhole known as Nigeria. So being an Igbo doesn't insulate you from suffering, doesn't insulate you from injustice. In fact, being an Igbo just subjects you to more of it because Nigeria doesn't believe that an Igbo man deserves justice. But it has also happened to me before. Yes. I met Dasuki in detention. He's Hausa, Fulani. So when it comes to injustice, the leaders of Nigeria are united against the rest of us. They use our ethnicity to divide us. Oh, he's Igbo. That's the reason we are dealing with him. Why did they deal with me? Am I Igbo? Or is it because they suspect that maybe I have Igbo blood in me because my brother is married to an Igbo woman?
Okay, like, is there any kind of court hearing today? How do you see?
I was invited to come and observe the court hearing, and I was told by his lawyers that a bail application had been filed so that he can be granted freedom. Nnamdi Kanu was not brought to this country legally. He was abducted, or you want to use the better word, kidnapped in Kenya. Yeah. And put on a plane. The Kenyan government is even saying they don't know how he was arrested in Kenya or abducted. So the process of bringing him to court was illegal. So you cannot rectify that illegality with, another legality, which is bringing him before a court and then trying him for an offense that he has not committed. But let's even look at their own legal system. From the court here of first instance, where he was first brought, the Court of Appeal granted a ruling, a judgment, that Kanu committed no offense. A week later, they went and did their rule, they stayed the judgment. They were afraid of themselves, they couldn't speak the truth. Otherwise, they would have quashed the charges at that level. Go and look at it, nearly discharged and acquitted Nnamdi Kanu. But I think because of the hands of these people on the ground, a lot of water passes under our justice system breaches. So if you are bringing him to court and you have said that he did not jump bail, that is what the Supreme Court said. Because somebody who is living in his house quietly, respecting the law, and he went and invaded the place and he escaped barely by whiskers, cannot be said to have jumped bail. That's what the Supreme Court says. So if he didn't jump bail, what the judge has said today, we don't even need another application for a new bail application. It's just to restore that his bail that he was enjoying before the Nigerian army went and violently violated the bail conditions of that period. That's what they should have done today.
So you had an encounter with the security agents at the
outside, yes. I've been having encounters with them since I was in the university.
You were restricted from entering the court.
I was restricted from entering the court, even though my name was on it. And I also had another business in the court, which is to pick up the certified true copies of my own case. Because I want to sue them. I want to sue them for 100 billion for prosecutorial misconduct and wasting of my time for 5 years.
And also seizing your phone today.
They also seized my phone today. But I was able to get my phone back because they still have three of my phones with them, which they might have given to their side chicks. I don't want these phones to go back to their useless side chicks. When they steal your phone, they go and give it to either their children or their side chicks or their wives. So we fought and they gave me back but they didn't allow me to enter to witness the trial, which was their intention from the beginning. I know that even at the Supreme Court, I tried to go to the Supreme Court to witness the judgment. The Supreme Court people did not allow me in. It's the same DSS. And I'm saying this before everybody, Nigeria Bar Association is useless. For the Nigeria Bar Association to allow DSS to be vetting lawyers that are coming to do legitimate business at the Federal High Court, that NBA is useless. But to further know how useless they are, when my case was being tried in this court, the American Bar Association was sending online involving my case. The Nigerian Bar Association never came to court to witness my trial, even though they have a human rights body, part that is called SPRIDEL or whatever. They are more interested in conferences. They will go from one conference to the other. They don't stand up for human rights. The other time, before that useless Buhari left power, they went and were clapping for Buhari at their national convention.
All right, so
when he said that there's no problem with, violating the fundamental human rights of Nigerians when national security is involved. They clap for him.
Let me interject a little bit. You made mention of the fact that...
Hang on, Mr. Interjector, Abi. So Showore was not allowed in, truly. There was serious drama outside the court. It's something that the DSS, all those DSS guys who have always been like beating him, torturing him, locking him up and all that, it's like every time they see him, they just don't feel comfortable. Let me show you a few of the things that happen outside the court. We'll continue with that he's saying there, okay? Take a look.
You have to listen. Listen to what? We pay your salary. This is Nnamdi Kanu's trial today. I'm attending, going towards the gate. Hopefully they will let me in.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning. How are you? Where's our lawyer? How are you?
Hello. Please.
What?
Take your phone now. You can't record me.
No, wait now. Why do you want my phone? No. What do you want my phone for now? What do you want my phone for? Don't take my phone. Don't take my phone. Okay, don't take my phone.
Stop recording people.
Let him bring my phone now. Let him bring my phone. No, let him bring my phone. Why are you? No. Don't push me. Don't push me. Let him give me back my phone. Yes. Where's the phone?
Why you bring camera to this?
Yes. Please, why are you shouting
Why
now?
you bring camera to this?
But what's the problem? Why are you shouting? Please give him back my phone. Did I take the phone? Let them give me back my phone. Let's give him back my phone, please. What's the problem now? Okay, tell them to restore my phone. My name is on the list. That's why I came. My name is on the list. But tell him to bring my phone. Why are you always doing this now? Why are you always doing this?
You are always doing this.
She's not recording anything. Give my phone.
Allah everywhere. So I think they finally gave him his phone. Like he said, he got his phone back. But the drama didn't stop. Take a look.
You have to listen.
Listen to what?
We pay your salary. You have to listen to us.
You pay my salary?
Yes.
Why are you using camera?
What's wrong with camera? If you don't want to be camera, don't come to the public domain.
Why you covering?
Yes. You have to be covered.
Okay.
Because we pay you. To cover you. There's nothing you can do about it. Yes.
You are cleared.
No, they are not cleared me now.
Who says, come now, let me clear you.
The phone is not there. This is the only best. This is the last page.
Please,
call them again.
Is
Please.
this Obidients? Sorry.
How can you be
This is my
working
case,
in
sir.
a
This is my
sensitive place
case.
and you are not picking your phone?
Yes.
hello, officer.
FRN against
We must collect the phone before we go.
It's just simple.
What's wrong with them? Just always
I'm for the,
acting overzealous.
I'm here with I'm here with Shower. I'm here with Shower. Please come to the. Hey, but they are not allowing him here. Please come back.
I'm coming.
Can you do this?
I'm not going anywhere.
I will collect your phone. Allah is coming. We'll collect your phone.
Now reach a country where it's DSS that is clearing lawyers to go and do their job. They finish this country. The NBA not be useless organization.
They're not doing anything about it. It's very wrong.
NBA is useless organization. Otherwise, it is DSS that will be clearing lawyers to enter court. DSS. What did they say? Who is the person that collected the resolution? Exactly. Now get MBA. No, now forget MBA. MBA not be appendage of the federal government. Otherwise, DSS will be clearing lawyers to go to work. Seizing people's phone. This is pure illegality.
It's supposed to be a problem for us.
Yes. Long time. Man, you don't get right to seize people's phone. You should know that.
I don't have right
to seize people's phone. I'm teaching you your work. You don't have any right to be seizing people's phones.
Do a video, I will seize that phone.
You know peace.
Do any video, I will
seize
seize
my
that
phone, you will
phone.
lose your job.
Let's see it.
You have no right to be seizing people's
Video me,
phones.
let me seize that phone. Let me
You
tell
have no
you.
right to be seizing people's phones.
Video me, I will seize that phone.
She already the problem some people in Lauren. Or is it just me? Like if I say if you stay longer with those people, as horrible as cold-hearted they are, sometimes you're going to probably develop some level of what do you call that thing again? Immunity at beginning, immune. Like, what's the worst you can do? They've shot at him. They said, no, we didn't shoot at it, it was tear gas. You shot canister at him, you aim at him and you shot him. Inside court, they choked him. They wanted to kill him inside courtroom, inside court. Judges ran away. I swear, the judge ran away. This show. Somebody collected his phone just about a few seconds into recording the phone, walking into the clearance door. Now, after the whole settlement, he went back to the guy. And he went back to him and said, you have no right to collect anybody's phone. You, I'll teach you your job. There must be some level of, what is the worst you can do now? And that's why some people are saying Tinubu should be grateful that Nigerians are be obedient. Now obedient follow. No be sure. No be waiting with the talk now before they talk. But did you hear where he said DSS clearing lawyers to go and do their job in courtroom? That is the state of Nigeria now. Let's hear the other part of Shore's chat.
Mention of the fact that the way they repatriated Nnamdi Kanu back to Nigeria was illegal, and which was the statement already accepted by the Supreme Court.
Yes.
Donald said, no matter what that illegality means, does not in any way flaw the process that he should go back to the Federal High Court after the remainder of the case community charges against him. And then the matter was supposed to start on the 8th of February, but the federal government failed to make an appearance, and of course started today, and of course they're listening to bail application. Now the question is, do you think this case that has lingered for 3 years has become more political than
it was political from the beginning? It's just like my own trial too. Treasonable felony, treason. They even accused me of cyber stalking Buhari. When my lawyer, Femi Falana, asked them that, do you know that in this law, the Cyber Crime Act, that the person who claimed to be cyber stalked must come to court to come and testify? Yes. They removed the charges. Because Buhari know the hair work. Buhari has ear infection. How did he know? Somebody who is not even, who is barely absent throughout his 8 years in tenure. So it's the same thing with Nnamdi Kanu's case. What is he asking for? He's asking that, he's agitating that they want to leave Nigeria. Everybody, as I keep saying, is agitating to leave Nigeria. Is that you are leaving, you are agitating to leave as a group, or you live on your own, which they call Japa? Yes, now Japa. That is secession. Yes, now Japa is just legitimate secession from Nigeria. Yes. Where you go, and as soon as you reach that country you are going, you said, I'm renouncing my Nigerianship. Yes. That is secession on an individual level. So if you are not stopping people who are doing Japa at the airport, why do you want to stop Nnamdi Kanu who says, I want to live with my people? Yes. And if you don't want them to live, give them what they want. Yes, justice. You can't keep perpetrating injustice on people and think that they'll just fold their hands and watch.
So what is that justice?
Justice is to allow Nigerians to come together and discuss the future of this country. And that future must include a brand new constitution, not this military constitution, that the fake one that they are using since 1999, which was promulgated by a decree. Are you getting my point? So that is justice. If that new constitution is made, the constitution can then decide. The constitution can then decide that there will be a clause in the constitution. Are you paying attention? That there will be a clause in the constitution. And that clause will be that if anybody wants to succeed, you go into a referendum. Are you getting my point? Yes. You go into a referendum. There is a clause in the British Constitution that any of their component members can decide to leave if they want after a referendum. Scotland did it before they failed. They are still planning it again. Let the people decide whether they want to run for office. Is that we know that Nigeria is manageable and justice can be done because an average Igbo man is looking for how to do his business uninterrupted and making money. In fact, Igbo land is too small for Igbo man.
So what you are trying to say is that it's just a marriage by force.
It is marriage by force. Nigeria is a transaction of the British. There's no question about it. In 1901, Nigeria was registered as a business. And, you know, by Sir Gordon, a British man. It was registered as a business. And it was in 1914 that they decided to add the two together. One in the north and one in the south. So, there's no question about it. It's not a crime to tell the truth that Nigeria is a transaction. And if those people who are engaged in that transaction are tired, they can leave. But besides being a transaction, even if Nigeria were to be a solid country and people are tired of it, people can leave. People can jump back anytime. Anytime. I spent 20 years abroad. Come and question why I'm there now. Anytime I like, I come to Nigeria. I only spent 2 weeks in Nigeria for 20 years. Yes, between 1999 and 2019, when I was arrested and detained here. Since then. But guess what? Because of my interest in Nigeria, I did not change my citizenship. I'm still in Nigeria. When they seized my passport, I just got my passport back 3 days ago. Since 2019, they seized it in this court. One judge. The judge is no longer here. Justice Ojukwu. Are you getting my point? Yes. So nobody can force anybody to be together. Nigeria is like a marriage. Even in marriage, even if your wife says he likes you and you don't like her anymore, you go for divorce. Divorce. If your husband says, I can't do without you, and the wife is tired, Abi, yes, you go for divorce. So how can somebody force people to stay in Nigeria when they say they want to leave? But here is my position. I don't want Nigeria to break up because I like Nigeria and Nigerians. Well, let me rephrase it. I like Nigerians, but I no longer like this Nigeria. The name Nigeria. Yes. So, and these are the revolutionary changes that we advocate for. And that's why I met Kanu in New York. What he told me is the reason I come to court every day. You know, before, under Buhari, if I came to court, they bring knife to come and stab me. They beat us up. But now they can't do that anymore. They are using the DSS. DSS beat us up today in front of the court. The evidence is there. The evidence is there. They collected my phone, 2 of my phones. But I decided that unless they return my phone, I'm not good. Because there are 2 other phones that they stole from my hotel room in 2019 that we can't find now. So they have given me back my phones. And we are fine. I'm going to collect my CTC. But let me use this opportunity to call on Nigerians that there's going to be a major protest tomorrow. Heavy one. Heavy. Is to end hunger and starvation. That one, nobody can collect your phone. Thank you. It will be massive. Thank you very much.
Sure. It's true. There was a protest in Nigeria today where even in Lagos, our locals too were also, they were screaming a beam power. In fact, their protest in Nigeria is now kind of hashtag hunger protest. I want to show you this again. The highlight of today's courtroom, so for me, I don't know for you, was actually this.
Amen. Sorry.
So yes, we all look forward to the 19th of March, when we believe his bail application, the bail application and all that will be granted. And then, like I said, I've always been saying, we will take it on from there. So thank you for that. So let's go to the next one. Sifnumbu, who was told that they were busy in Qatar, don't come, please, we are busy. Sifnumbu said he will still visit Qatar. Okay, that yes, they said there won't be time for investment summit and all that, okay? But fine, but I can still visit. So he insisted within 24 hours, they managed to get, the Qatar to change their mind. They said the headline was like, Qatar make U-turn now to host Tifnumbu and his investment summit. So everybody should probably go and grab their own pen and paper so that you can keep record of what that's going to cost you, because it's also coming back with zero. You know that? Zero investment. However, Tifnumbu, like people before him, like the rogues and criminals before him, said to rescue Nigeria economy, he has now put together a team called the tripart or something like that, economic team. And this comprises of people like, includes people like Dangote, Boa, Elumelu, and the rest of all those crony capitalists who have held you all in your jugular economically, at least for the past 10 years. The real people behind your economic woes, those who help them launder money and those who help them clean the same laundered money. I mean, these are the guys who are the procurer of singular importation duty license, singular refinery this, and all of that stuff, right? They are now the people Tifnumbu has put together, and it was a breaking news in Nigeria. And this is what he told them.
Like I said many times, the people of this country are only the people we have to please. And we are very much concerned, from the students to mothers, fathers, the farmers, the traders, and realizing that every one of us, we have to fetch water from the same well. We are looking for additional efforts that might help the downtrodden Nigerians, and we will provide that hope and the assurance that the economic recovery is on its way. We are not saying that we have all the answers, but we will not be blamed for not to try. We assure Nigerians that we will do our best to get our Marshall Plan in place and fashion out the best economic future for this country. I thank the organized private sector, my friend and brother Aliko, Samad Boa, Tony Lumelu, Koladishino, and many of you. I really sincerely thank you, Bismarck, Rewani, and Our Lady. I mean, good job. Provocative and thought-provoking challenges for our country. If we lend ourselves to innovation, we can create wonders. Here is a successful, again, a town hall, different from Bulaba.
Blue, Bulaba. Let me give you this. You see, I won't say Nigerians now. I'm going to say Abobakus, because Abobakus are special breed. They are those who survive. These are they're like those who were suffering from the Buhari-titis. So there was this disease that it was like a pandemic that spread through Nigeria at the time. So it was called the Buhari-titis. Now, as Buhari-titis, right? It's like a brain degenerative virus. Okay. And if you are a Buhari idiot, you probably suffer or suffering it. Now, you see those ones who are now the bad idiots, the bastards. Those ones are like a demutated variant of Buhari-titis. Is worse than Buhari-titis. I don't know if you understand that. It's a disease, like, So if you see any Buhari idiot, or if you see any Lagos Abobaku, Oshogbo Alimajiri, and all these guys, if you really see them, they act similarly. They think similarly. They don't actually really think. That's an exaggeration. Some of them believed that, that's a very smart idea. Omo, you know, say Elumelu is a billionaire. Dangote is a billionaire. Bua, Samad is a billionaire. This one is a billionaire. Or if all these people just give Tifnumbu $1 billion alone, Nigeria economy is better. Omonyo ni debate idiot you. May you never give birth to a child suffering from batititis. That's new. It is a mutated variant of, it's like COVID. You guys, worse. Meanwhile, when you take a look at the picture, I can pick out two names. And this time around, it's going to be like being very fair. Dangote is a quota system billionaire. All that money that you are seeing around him, they've always been the establishment money run through him. And that is why Dangote never in any way benefits you economically in Nigeria. Is a total rip-off. That is why. It's not because for you. It's not a business that you say a Nigeria business. Dangote refinery alone took over $10 billion from Nigeria Central Bank. Now them ruined Central Bank of Nigeria. All this naira dollar that is beyond everything that you can't buy anything right now, right? Now this Dangote of this world, Joe, and many others that walked through him as well. Billions of dollars of Nigeria money went through that without any trace. Or they are not showing us the traces. You know Dangote now. The same way they build refinery, constantly get the license to import fuel. Ask me, those of you who were not from this Indomie generation, when Lagbaja said 200 million mumu